That's not you over there. That's not you either. Whoa, that's you right in front of me. Why are you so tall? You're so tall on mine. How are you so tall? Jesus, looking up at you here. Yeah, it does that sometimes. Just vibing to your music. Weird looking farm sim. Well, we've got Unknown in the game with me. Oh, you've gone. Where are you? You've gone. You've disappeared. I didn't load you in. Hey, there he is. I've taken a slight lead, but it is only slight. I should probably open up the challenge menu. Yeah, there you are. You've gone back to normal height now. Yeah, it does that a little bit, so. Alright, well, there you are. Yee-haw. Yeehaw. Motherfucker. Alright. Yep, I do have a timer on mine. We're 5 minutes down, but last week we were a little bit lenient with it in that I just had to deliver some things to my farm, and then when that was done, that was it. Um, so in that time, I think you got another row done or something in whatever you were doing. So um, like there is a little bit of leniency in that, but generally it's like it's not going. Oh, I've just got one more, just one more, just one more. So I'm over. Get some farming happening. What am I going to do? That's the question. I need to. I need to harvest my farm, which means I need to invest. Uh, uh, Yeah, that's a different kind of one. I'm going to rent this, I think. Oh, how much is it going to cost for the header? I suppose I need to find that out too. That one. And lease. Oh, that's okay, that's not too bad. So lease that one. Yeah, welcome into the Firm Farming Challenge. And that was a bit more expensive, but it'll be okay. Alright, let's get this field harvested. And hopefully... Here we go. Alright, zoom that out. This is just a little harvest of this one. But I'm in a position where I can actually make money not through contracts, which is a good position to be in right now. How much further have you got? You can't have that much, surely. I have a feeling that will take a while to update though, because when I did a couple and it said only like 28, but then by the time I done the next one it said 55. And I'm not going to try and jump the river this time. Very tame. Can I go? What if I go that way? Well, this is what happened last time when I thought I could go away. It turned out I couldn't. No, I think they have had tornadoes and stuff, but it's quite rare, generally speaking. This is going to take a while, I think, but gotta be done. Got my small little harvester. But we're off. We're harvesting our own fields. That's not the song. Yeah. Especially when you're fertilizing in frozen. Ah, that'll be why. My controller's not connecting. Okay, but there we go. I didn't realise when my controller just disconnected, so I couldn't do anything. get stuff happen. But when something does happen, it closes the whole city down. That's the only downside, really. So you see, I've got my chickens. They're all baby chickens as well, so they're not even going to be. They're not even going to be making any eggs for a while. Yeah, they stick to themselves mostly. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah. There's been a lot of people attacked recently as well. I think there's 3 people have died in the last month or so just from shark attacks. Which before you could go months or years without hearing about one. Like, yeah, they don't. And a lot of those are Queensland as well, really. Like that, because of the moisture and stuff in the air. Well, not necessarily in the air, but just. Well, this harvester that I've rented is going alright so far. I'm pretty happy. Same as anything, they just go to what they think is damage control, but realistically it's not. Like, they don't realise that the ecosystems still need those animals. Yeah. And sharks don't even, like, they can't even eat people anyway, realistically. Like, it's just the way that they look from below. It looks like they're food, but it's not. And you're in their domain as well, I think, is the worst part. Like, and because they're animals, they're unpredictable anyway. Like, you're not going to get a domesticated shark. If you catch it on a bad day, it's not going to matter what kind of cage you're in, they can still get in. Oof. Yeah, I've seen stuff like that. This is crazy. I think I'm gonna have to get a rock pounder or whatever it is. You know, things that breaks up the stones or the rocks. Yeah, I wish it was. Fish are okay. Fish are pretty chilled out. It's one of those stupid fields with stupid angles on it. So we can get loans as well, can't we? Or do we have to get with what we've got? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. I just wanted to check, I wasn't sure. I think we're going to be okay. I think we can hold a whole thing here can hold a basically an entire harvester's worth. That's good. I don't know, maybe. No, we're going to go to sell this stuff. Canola can go to. Okay. Let's see if we can have a look here. What can we do? That's a bit much. I'll just wait for that for now. Need to sell canola to the where is that? Is that the right? I don't even know. So a way that you can show something on the map if you tag place. There we go. Okay, it's good to know. What is going on? It's caught on a rock, that's why. Caught on a rock. What's this place? Oh really? Do you need to like start it again or something? How much is it saying that you've done? I don't think that's right somehow. Okay, that's not where that is. I need to move out the way. Oh, that's okay, by the way. How are you supposed to put the shit in the train? Usually there's like a silo or something, but there isn't on this one. Unless you just store it here. But then if I dump it, I've got no way of getting it back in. I have to Google this because I don't know the answer. Building this, the animal dealer. Where is the animal dealer? That is the big question. That's all the way at the other end. Righto. we're going to take a risk with this one. We're going to ride the train track the whole way, even if we're not supposed to. Just came down this one before, so they shouldn't come down here again, in theory. This is some interesting farming styles happening right now. Did you go to the map and have a look as well? Because so if you go into map and you change the soil composition or something, it'll tell you as well if you've missed some stuff. Down this way. Oh, are we? God, I'd make a shit farmer in real life. So does that store it there then? Or do I sell it? Oh, come on. That's tight. But we got through. What's that? Grain elevator. I mean, if I'm selling it, I'm selling it, but if not, no, I'm not. Okay, it's just storing it. Good. So we've got just over an hour and a half to go, about a quarter of the way through. And so far I've achieved nothing. Yes. Well, maybe I've achieved some little things, but haven't achieved much, let's say. It's good to know as well that I can go this way. Hi there, Nuke Cloud. Nuke to Cloud. How are you doing today? Thanks for stopping in. I am not going to try and jump that. I did that. It's not going to work. Welcome into the Farming Challenge, episode 2 of however many it takes. So far I'm 2 challenges up. But there's still a long way to go. I really need to do something to destroy these rocks, because they're doing my head in. Well, I've got my eyes firmly locked on the next challenge. Sorry for a late reply, but doing alright. How about yourself? I'm doing alright, thank you. Not too bad for a Wednesday night. This is what we're doing every Wednesday night currently, is we're doing a little challenge that we've set for ourselves. Trying to keep it fresh by only doing it once a week, and then the other nights we'll play other games and do other stuff. So you're into the farming sim yourself, or you just thought you'd come and hang out with us for a bit? I've wedged myself. Come on, unwedge. Come on. There we go. No, not there we go. There we go. Oh, that was easy. I should have just done that in the first place. So slowly starting to make a bit of progress, I think. I almost regret buying this field though. I wish I'd have gone somewhere else. I didn't look at it properly. And I think I kind of rushed with the chickens as well. I was so intent on getting challenges done, I just didn't think about what I was trying to do. So I need to, when it comes time to buy another field at some point, I'm going to have to think about location and what I actually want to do with it. Have you seen the one? I think it's 24, 21, something like that. It's like got this weird round bit at the bottom, but it sticks out. It was a nightmare for doing like the fertilizing and stuff. Here we go. Yep. I'm not commenting on you go. There you go. I'm got my own there you goes going on. And one thing that's different with this as well compared to our normal one is we actually have seasonal farming, so we don't have. It's not, you can't just plant whatever you want. You have to actually do whatever's in season, which is new for us. You mean I have to use my brain? Training tonight, I got told that I was being firm with the kids, and they were like, "It's good to see you being firm with the kids." I'm like, "Oh, good. I didn't think I was." Yeah. And they're like, "No, it's good that you're showing them sort of how to like take it seriously and stuff, because a lot of people won't do that." And I'm like, "Because I hate losing." And I told them about, because it's one of the kids' dads, but he coaches like 2 teams elsewhere. So he's got like, I think one of his sons or something plays for another team, and he coaches another age group at Manopara as well. And it's the first time I've actually met him, and he was like, a lot of the kids, like they just take it as a bit of fun. And I said, yeah. I said, well, when we lost at the weekend, I took it really personally. And he goes, how bad was it? I said, I think it was like 9-0 or something. And he goes, oh yeah, that's bad. I said, yeah, I was really like annoyed, because I was like, it just kind of, I don't know, because I feel like it's a reflection on me, even though it's not really. It's kids football, no one cares. But like, I still care. Probably care too much for what it is. But there's a video I saw the other day, I think you sent it to me before, but it's baseball coach talking to the kids, and he's like, there's 2 kinds of people in this world: winners and losers. And if your dad says to go out there and just do your best, well, I'm sorry, but he's a loser. I was like, I should say that. I tried to inspire them today. I was just like, there's no reason why we can't beat this other team that we're playing on Saturday. We nearly beat them before, blah blah blah. But they don't care. They should. We did when I was that age. Yeah. It's funny though, because that was a similar thing I said to the guy as well. I said, when I was his age, I said, you know, I was told you play to win or you don't play at all. I said, but that's not it anymore. And he goes, no, I was the same when I was being raised. Like, you know, you play because you want to win. You don't play just because it's fun. You know, you can have fun while you're doing it, but you still want to try your best and try and win the game. I think that's what it's about at the end of the day. I never personally cared about typical sports. Well then. What would you class as a typical sport? And does that mean that you care about atypical sports, such as like, I don't know, badminton maybe? It's not a typical sport. I don't know. It's a bit out there. That's the sort of thing as well. Even on after we because after we went to soccer, we played golf on Saturday. But even on the way to golf, I'm going, what could we have done to be better at football today? I'm just, even though it's gone and it's done, I'm still thinking about it. It's just, I shouldn't be a coach. I'm not cut out for it. Football, basketball, and such, I see as typical sport. I again cared about MotoGP, World Rally, such time attacks, hill clubs. MotoGP is good, and I used to get quite into that for a while. That's not. Mum and Dad still watch that quite a lot, but I haven't. I tried. I think I watched the first race of this season. I'm trying to get the little one into it, and he likes it, but it's trying to get him to sit there and watch a whole thing. It's quite hard. Never really been into like hill climbs and the rallies and stuff. We used to watch. We used to be on Eurosport back in the day, which used to show all sorts of weird and wonderful things. They used to show tractor pulling. So it's like, I think it was like trucks would pull tractors, or like big like tractor type things. And then we used to watch truck racing, so it was like semi trucks but without the trailers on the back. That was always a bit of fun. Tried watching LMP races. What's LMP races? Ah. Can't get out of here. Is that like? Cars go. Okay. Okay. Used to watch a bit of the old Speedway. Yeah, the bikes with the weird things on the back. That wasn't too bad. That was always on a Sunday morning in England. For some reason, don't know why. But that was alright. It's F1, but not F1. All the cars are prototype. They usually do. Sorry. Oh, I've wedged myself again. Yeah. Okay. I suppose it's one of those things. It's kind of ageless, isn't it? You don't need to be necessarily overly fit to do it. It does help, but it's not like a necessity. F1 compared to LMP1 cars are better cornering speed, but otherwise slower, so LMP goes faster. There was one years ago, and it used to be like it was an alternative to F1, but it was like Nations Racing or something. So they all had the same cars, but it was just it was based solely on how the driver and their strategy, rather than like the actual speed of the car. What's that? Retrain. Oh yeah. Well, they used to do. They still do. I think the Goodwood. Oh, Donington Park. Went to watch the MotoGP there. That was good. That was quite local for us. Went to. They used to do the Goodwood Speed Motoring Festival thing. Yeah, and they used to. Yeah, they'd get all sorts of celebrity drivers and stuff, which was kind of cool. They also had. What was the other thing? I can't remember. There was like a whole bunch of. There's like quite a few. The Isle of Man TT every year. Yeah, one of my old school teachers used to go to that every year. He was big into his bikes, and he goes, because there's no like runoff area. These people just go around the corners and just like full pelt every time. And he goes, one time they heard a crash from one of the pubs they were at from the opposite side of the island, and apparently they were still picking bits of him off the roof of the pub, the nearby pub, because he basically just exploded into pieces. Yeah, they don't. They don't offer much give those walls and stuff, even though they're only like old cobbles and things. Seemed above average physical strength as an LMP, even though they weigh usually under a ton. You have no power steering, so trying to force it to turn at 80 to 112 miles an hour can take some upper body strength. You're fighting G forces. Oh, that'd be hard. Fighting against them would be difficult. Where is this train? So, I feel like I'm waiting at bloody King's Cross. Oh, that's a bit different though, because the train's got to stop there. I can hear something. Is it a train? Or is it another car? Come on. God damn it, we've run into the tunnel to try and find you. Okay. All it took was me to try and run in the tunnel when it appeared. There you go. Alright. In my own childhood, I never cared about sports in a way. My favourite hobby was playing drums and guitar. Never got far with guitar. Kind of similar, really. I used to play drums quite a lot back in my youth. Had an electronic drum kit and stuff, and did all that. Had my own drum kit here as well, actually, when we moved in. But never played it enough, so had to get rid of it, unfortunately, to free up a bit of space. There's a part of me I always wanted to be in a band, but where are you? What field are you on? I'm sailing on the train. About to cross off another challenge. It's a marathon though. No, I didn't. I tried. Here we go, sold. So that is another challenge off the list. We are now 3 down. Where is it? Use the train system to sell goods. Done. Alright. I'm going to untag that place because it's doing my head in. And I can actually get rid of that harvester too. Yay! We're back. What am I doing? This is what I need to do. Get rid of that. Return. And return that. Cool and cool. Alright. So we've now... You can now start earning money however you please. Okay, you didn't hire it from the menu? If you go to your vehicles, you might have to return it that way. Unless it's just giving them to you. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. So that was a bit of a disappointing harvest, if I'm being honest. Oh no, the bots are infesting Twitch. Yeah, that's a pretty standard thing, to be fair. They always get us. We're only halfway in as well. So I can go back to saying C words and stuff. Do I ever? Just random general knowledge that really isn't that interesting. Unless you're into that specific subject, then it is potentially interesting, but... Okay, alright, let's get this next thing on the roll. What have we got there? Ooh. That's a wiener, not a wiener. Tree stumps. That's interesting. That's not what I was after, but that's okay. Alright. I need a... one of those. What did you get? That one? And I need a... those. I need a... I'm going to find out what's going to be able to be planted, I guess. Canola, grass, oilseed radish. That's about it. Or wheat next month. Okay, so I want to get all of those too. Alright, so if I borrow 50 230. $275. I'll do so 250. That should be enough, hopefully. Let's buy some stuff. So that one, buy it. Then we want to buy. There was a cedar. It was that one. And what was the other thing? was that one? I didn't add out pro. Alright. What are you planning on planting next time, do you reckon? Not yet. Fair enough. What if you doing your grass? Yeah, are you? I can't remember where the store is. I think it's down there. Yeah, I had to take out a loan though. And I'm not happy with the plough. I want my old plough. But that's a mod. I'm also going to need to get a roller as well, but oops, drove into the wall. Go. What did you do? One of those ones. Not the AI worker. Yeah, the mows are pretty good like that. What is it? There we go. Get the grassy grass. Yeah, I hate those. They're the worst ones. So you're gonna sell your grass, or what are you thinking? I'm not sure. I know it's got like its own specialist thing. I don't think you need to bail it to store it. I think you can just pick it up with a trailer. But like one of the special trailers that they've got. do with this field? That's the question. Yeah, if you can. Yeah, good idea if you already got it in place. I need money to buy a silo. Or you can just go to store it at like a warehouse or something. With the storing it though, does it have to be on in your own silo? Just having a look at what else I could do. But I think by the time that I finished getting all this ready, the timer will be about finished. I'm just getting this field ready. Not even sure what for, just getting it ready for the next whatever. There's not really much that you can plant until next month, I don't think. Yeah, I might have to go back to doing contract work just to get some cash, I think. To take out millions of dollars worth of loans. I'm not sure. In that case, I don't think I'm going to have the facilities. I don't even know if I'm going to get the ploughing done by the time the timer runs out, to be honest. Yeah. I reckon it's taken me 20 minutes just to mulch this field. That's that one done. Fold the wings up. So we need to get rid of those rocks. I can never remember where the shop is. Oh. I think that sounds about right. Oh my god, this is going to take forever. This is going to take me literally days. Well, when you come around to planting, you have the same problem, I think. So maybe not this time. Well, you can get a bigger one, but it still goes really slow. Yeah, it's not like the one that we had. Doesn't help that half of this is off the field as well. So we've got about half an hour to go. I really don't think I'm going to get this done. So I'm going to be starting next week. Oh no. Sounds dreadful. What is going on? It's not even registering the bloody map. What are you doing? I've done one lap. We've achieved not a lot. I'm unhappy with my plough, if I'm being honest. It's because I'm just used to something that ploughs like quite wide. That's fair. Look at all this field I've still got to plough. My goodness. All in the hope of trying to get that 100% yield bonus. You know what? Maybe I'll try this. Go this way. Jeez, he's not very straight. I think you have to get a special thing for it. Like if you go into construction, it'll tell you. It'll say like grass or storage or something. Well, if you've got it in storage, it'll tell you. But yeah, if you've already sold it, I guess you probably have to add it up. Into a doodad. Does it tell you per? Does it tell you how much is in there per bale? We'll slowly get in there. Oh. And then you look back and you see all the empty field. Never mind. Starting to flag up a little bit now. Oh yeah. Oh, I've got the trailer over. That's not where I wanted that. Oh no. Well, this has distracted me a little bit from my ploughing issues, which is not something I need to see the doctor about. Just issues everywhere. But I think I just found the name for the next episode, for me anyway. My ploughing issues. That's not the way I wanted that. Let's go back this way. We have now under 20 minutes left. In this episode. I don't think I'm going to finish this done. Go get this finished by the time the timer runs out. fact, I'm pretty confident that I won't. You could just sell it and go from scratch again. I'm not sure. The animal dealer might, potentially. Does it tell you on the prices screen? It's near the train line. So far, the chickens still haven't produced anything, but I mean they're not likely to because they're still babies. Under 15 minutes. think I'm probably about halfway finished. What have you got to pick it up using the forage thing? Looks like at least we both know where we're going to have to start next week. Which can be seen as both a plus and a minus, I guess. Okay. Trying to find out as it happens, I suppose. Ah, yes. They said they could have been doing stuff while you were doing other stuff. Ten minutes to go. Oh god. Actually. What's going on? There we go. Got some more animals as well. Start producing them eggs. Yeah, it's not been too bad. If I had my normal plough, it'd be done by now. Should be a bike. Start fucking each other's brains out. Well, you know, whatever. However it is that chickens lay eggs. Chicken fuel. Five minutes to go. 5 minute warning. How much more can I get done? Three and a half minutes. I think I might get another couple of runs in before the time finishes. It's just when I loaded into the screen, so can if you want. It was about 157, 156 or something. So if we go like 3 minutes, 4 minutes extra. That should make up for that. Oh, what am I doing? I wonder if... I don't think it's going to do anything. I was going to see if I could like change the timer to like an extra couple minutes or whatever, but then it won't be restarted for that next time. Maybe I'll just start it from 2 hours and 5 minutes next time, so it gives us 5 minutes to get our shit together. You put your timer on your phone. We'll say say 11:12 on the clock. The timer is finished, but we have another 5 to go. Stop doing that, you donut. Look at the beautiful machine there. Good. How many litres? Okay, so 10% of the way there. Not really. Strange it doesn't count it. Because it's still that same amount, really. It's just smaller. Two more minutes. One more minute. That's it, didn't lose too much, I guess. You can't unblanket it once it's blanketed. But you can take it off, but you can't add extra to it, I don't think. Alright, that is 12 minutes past 11, which means it's tools down. Step away from your vehicles. But yeah, I mean, I got another challenge done, which was, I think, was successful in that regard, so I don't have to worry about doing that. That could have been done anytime though, really. It's not really a big one. I mean, I go into next week as I started this week, 2 challenges in front, so that's positive, I think. I think now though as well, now that you've done your 50,000 with the contracts, I think now's where it's gonna figure out what kind of strategy we want to use, because it's not just making money, it's how are we going to make the money and how are we going to do it where we can also do challenges as well. Oh, 260,000. Tool. Oh yeah, 10 different vehicles or machines. Okay. Let me have a look. What have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I didn't include my trailer on that one. I just got the everything else. So we're up to 6 out of 10 vehicles or machines. So what you mean for the challenge? For the just in general, or? Yeah. So if you go to vehicles in, where the price list is. So if you go into vehicles in there, it'll tell you everything that you've got in there, even like leased ones. So you just okay. That's bizarre. Yeah, well, the game might have had a bit of a moment, but yeah, definitely. It is done. We'll be back with episode 3 next Wednesday, and I think it's a bit more strategic from next week because of now everything's sort of a bit more even in terms of what we can do. That's it. Should be good. I'm excited. Yeah, same. Until then, goodbye from me, and we'll catch you all next Wednesday.